All right, well, I just posted a question on Instagram asking my followers if they have any questions for Ty, Zach, or myself. So we're just going to read them off real quick, answer any questions you guys have. If this goes good, this is probably going to be a more repetitive thing. So let's see what you guys have. The first question from Stanced_AF. Will you suck dick for free shit? Ty?
That's all Ty knows.
Gonna have to go with a big no on that one.
Solid no.
Solid no.
No. None of us
No
suck
sucking
dick for
dick
free
for
shit.
free shit.
So thank you, Stanced_AF. The second question from Odd Grape said, how is the fast life? Maybe assuming he is relating that to what he thinks like a lot of Instagram follower life is like. How do you feel about that, Ty?
You know, I think that it's not a whole lot.
It's not a whole lot. How about you,
Not a
Zach?
whole lot.
You think you're living the fast life?
Sure, yeah, I like to do things.
Zach likes doing
I go
things.
out a
The fast life, if you're considering my life the fast life, it's not
Nick
the
lives
fast
a slow life.
I live a very slow life. I'm actually a very boring
Nick's
person.
a loser in person.
I don't go outside like ever.
He hates the sun.
I I'm like at the shop all the time, no life. All right, next question from Just Another Call Hail. How wide are your next wheels going to be? I'm assuming that question is for myself, and they're going to be the same width as last year, 11 inches and 12 inches. All right, next question's from _Nicholas_A. Would any of you ever do these wide things to a truck?
Fuck yeah.
Ty?
Have a solid soft spot for dualies.
I like
So
that's how I am.
yeah.
I like slam dualies.
I'd
I
slam
love
a white
slam
dually
dualies. Dude, a
and
slam
I'd put some
dually.
super
Oof.
singles on it and call it a day.
So you'd be content with a slam dually?
Absolutely.
Toad the S around in?
Absolutely.
All right, solid question. So the next question is, are you even about that vape life by Tyler Ruttman? Kind of ironic, I just lit up a cigarette that I didn't really
Didn't
like.
light it. Half lit.
All right, am I about the
It's
vape
hell,
life?
it's half lit.
Ty isn't about the vape life. Zach is about the vape life. I'm about the vape life.
Closet vapor.
But when you're at the shop, you just got smoke cigs. Next question by Wide S2K. To me, to Ty, is the V8 in the S2000 going to be boosted anytime soon?
That's gonna be a fat no.
It's going to be a no from Ty Chavis, staying NA for a while, and
Anything.
that's how it's going to be.
Anything. I'll just upgrade the engine.
With
I mean, I have
anything,
one LS.
with
I
Am I
have
going
LS
LS3 next?
LS3
Who
to
knows?
LS7. You know.
All right, next question from It's Chris, but with a K. He asks, how does a V8 S2000 handle? Also, is it controllable enough for mad skids?
How many are those skids?
You ever skid around?
You relieve skids.
Pretty unpredictable, I would say.
Yeah?
I mean, it's pretty
Throw the weight distribution off a little bit? No?
you know,
Haven't got sideways
60-40.
yet. 60-40, not 50-50. All right, so I would answer you, Chris, with I think it handles pretty good. Next question from Dalton Jake. For Zach, he says, what's the future plans for the 350Z?
Shit. Okay. Well, the future plans for the 350. I would like to get a set of 3-piece wheels for it soon. I'm kind of getting tired of the battles. I do like the battles, but they're just not setting it off like I would like it to. So some wheels are coming in. I really want to get a duckbill, either purchased or made. Probably made. I think that would be a better way to go. Everybody's gonna, now that Rocket Bunny one's out, everybody's gonna be rocking that. So not for me. Otherwise, no, not really. Just wheels, lip. That's pretty much it for right now.
Cool. All right. Well, the next question is coming from Mike Nori. He asks, what inspires you the most to continue with customizing your vehicles, wheels, paint, etc.? Or is it something you guys just decide out of the blue? Ty?
Come back to me.
Zach, what inspires you to continue customizing your vehicle?
Working at the vinyl shop is kind of the main reason. I mean, first of all, I mean, I want to reroute my car often, but I kind of have to. Like, it's just, I I work here. You gotta always change your shit up. You can't just rock the same color for a long time, especially working around it every day.
I agree with Zach on that one. Got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it frege. You got to let everyone. Got to keep everyone on their toes. You know. I was just talking to Ty earlier about going to car shows and seeing some of the cars that haven't changed at all in the last 4 or 5 years. And in my opinion, why pay $30-40 for a car show to go see a car that you saw the previous year? I think, change is good. I think if, even if it's changing the wheels or the wheel color, anything like that, anything small like that, I think definitely will change the whole build. So, what is your opinion, Ty?
I think, what was the question?
The question was, what inspires you the most to continue customizing your vehicle? Wheels, paint, etc.
I think probably as you just,
Personal
as you
preference.
see other people's cars, you kind of get ideas.
Yeah.
As a follower.
No, I mean, you get ideas. If you think that, you see, Eclipse on a certain car, you say, Eclipse might look good on my car, whether it be a certain color scheme. So I think it's just a combination.
If you saw Telesto Gray, you really thought it would just be nice in the S.
On your car.
I actually first saw Telesto Gray on the E46.
Yeah?
No shit.
I said that'd be pretty fucking dope.
There it is.
That was that. So yeah, I think it's just, seeing other people's cars.
All right.
Yeah.
The next question from Raul Salazar. I pronounced that really wrong. He asks, why did you go wide body? That was a question probably for myself, but me and Ty are both wide body, so we'll start the question off with Ty. Why did you go wide body?
To fit as wide wheels as possible while running the skinniest tire as possible.
My answer with the over fender wide body question was because simply I wanted to flip the Eclipse. I didn't want to buy new barrels, new lips, or anything. I just wanted to simply flip the faces, and I had Tim at Industry Garage make the flares based around those new specs, and that's kind of how that all fell into place. So basically, my flares were designed to fit the wheels I had. So the next question is from Steven Ziegler. He says, what made you want to start your own business? Steven, I didn't start the business myself. I actually bought the business from an original owner. He gave me the option to either find a new job or keep going on with this, and I thought that this route would be a pretty solid route. So lucrative. All right. Next question from _ Phoenixon. He said, at meets, do you just record or take pictures of them, or do you ask? If you do ask, how often do you ask, and how do you do it? I'm assuming that is...
And you take photos of cars, I think.
Take photos of cars. I mean, to be honest, when I go to shows, if I see a car I like, I'll take pictures of it. I don't ask the owner. I'm not touching their car. If I need them to close their hood or close their trunk, if I can find the owner, I'll ask them. But otherwise, I'll just go around, take pictures of what I like. I don't really ask anyone if I can take pictures of their car. Ivan Cito asked, how much has your project costed overall in the M3? I would say in total I might have invested close to $14,000 including the car. Maybe $15,000 including the car. Otherwise, I vinyl wrap everything myself, so I just pay for materials on that. So I kind of try to keep it as budget friendly as possible. I'm not trying to impress the whole world with that one. Next question from Gnarly Nick. Local Nick Sullivan says, what's your favorite car other than your own that you have worked on and why? Great question, Nick. I think probably my personal favorite car that Zach and I have worked on, probably Mike Morelli's R8 that we tinted. He's now on air suspension and rotiform wheels, so it's pretty cool seeing that go around. Then we tinted that. Also, my personal favorite, I think, was Zaki's NSX, his turboed NSX. We tinted that. Since that time, he's actually lost that car and got a new bagged NSX, so that was pretty cool. But Yeah, I think the R8 and the NXX were probably my two favorite cars that we've worked on. I don't really know about Zac. You have a different opinion on that?
I definitely agree with those two as the top two. I wouldn't even say top two, as two of my favorites. The R8 I would have to put first, just because I've always had a soft spot for R8s. It's my favorite car. Favorite, I would consider a reasonable car that one day I could hopefully own. Next to that, I would say Kevin or Killionaire's FRS. I really liked wrapping that car. I feel like it was a cool car for us to work on at the shop. It got us a lot of coverage, and it came out awesome. It's one of the, I would say it's one of our best pieces of work. So
definitely agree with that. Next question from Schaefer Not So BMX says, would you like any other car besides the BMW? I think that probably goes back to the last question. If I had to have any other car, I'd probably have an NSX if I found one for a reasonable price. IDO Dono says to me, do you have plans to a next project? I mean, a different car. Again, going back to the last two questions, if I sold the BMW, it'd probably only be to buy an NSX, so that answers that. Shane Gallard says, how did you learn to weld and roll your fenders and choose the right tire size for your car? Shane, I actually have a mechanic here who does all of the welding and cutting and all that, so I don't personally do any of that stuff. I kind of just try to stick to the vinyl and tint side of things. I don't really mess with like metal work too much, but choosing the right tire size usually is based around my flares and what I think I can fit with my flares. I don't want to fit too big of a sidewall, and I also don't want to do too small of a tire. I don't really like when the barrel's showing or anything like that. So, Rotary Star asks, how much pussy do you crush?
Yeah.
Hi, Al, can you answer that?
To date. That's relative. It's because of the car or just in general.
Probably car related, bro.
Numero dos.
Numero dos.
Because
you
of the
got
car.
laid twice
Because
because of your car?
Because of the car.
All right, Zach, do you crush pussy with the 350Z?
Dude, I've never gotten laid because of the Z.
Yeah, honestly, a bunch of guys hit us up.
Yeah, it's mostly dudes.
It's a lot of
pretty fucking
guys,
lame.
like a lot of guys.
Girls don't like cars.
It's a lot of
Girls
dudes.
don't like cars.
I don't do my car for girls.
Girls do like cars. I didn't mean to say that. There are
They
girls
think
that genuinely like cars. And
Okay,
there's also
you're right,
some
you're right,
girls
you're right,
that
you're right.
just don't like cars. But
Not
say
the girls
they do.
I go for.
It's more dudes asking your cam spec.
More
cam
guys.
spec.
Yes.
How much camera you got? What kind of tire stretch you running?
My
a bunch of other
DMs
dude
fill with
things.
guys all day. So
Asking to
that
meet
answers
up
your question.
to get photos and
Dudes asking to chill more than girls. Ew.
yeah.
All right, the next question from Idiono Dono again to the Nickelback guy.
Damn it.
Let's see.
Do you have any plans for new wheels? That setup is calling for some faced wheels. Huh. Smiley face.
Huh. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I would like to get a set of 3-piece wheels.
What wheels? What 3-piece wheels do you like in particular? Is there any wheels that you favor?
There's really no wheel that I can say I would specifically want yet. I would like a wheel with more of a full face look. I like that, like a solid face style wheel. I don't want a lot of spokes. I don't want a lot of, trying to think of the word to say, like caliper and, I don't want all that like open. I like a full face wheel. So yeah, once I do get some 3-piece wheels, it'll be something
Big
probably
face.
pretty ugly that everybody else will hate, but I'll love.
You'll like it. That's all that matters. Next question from Bailey BRZ says to Ty Chavis, future plans for the S2K. What are your future plans? What do you plan on doing? What do you see the S2000 being by this time next year?
Sold? No.
48
Probably-
grand.
I'd say probably a R200 differential, upgraded axles, and I guess proper size wheels with proper size tires.
Wider wheels, wider
Putting the
tires.
traction down
Real
is
wheels.
that's probably my number one concern.
Number one concern, getting that
Yeah.
traction down. All right, from Steven Costa, he asked me if I am any way related to Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
No,
Grandfather.
I'm not.
Great
If
grandfather.
I was, I probably would not be working, wrapping cars. I would probably be mixing some pasta somewhere.
He chilling. You wouldn't be even mixing that.
He'd just be modding his
He'd
own
just be
tree.
rich.
And the last question from Circuit Runner says, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
The world may never know.
3. No, the owl said 3 in the commercial.
He says a 1, a 2,
And he crunches it.
a
It's
3.
So 3.
He just bites it like a bitch.
Based on the commercial, 3 if you're going full chomp. Otherwise, you're gonna be on that thing all day.
Lollipops aren't that fun. Get that shit out your mouth.
But otherwise, I think that closes with our questions for our first interview today. Again, if all this goes well, stay tuned, and we might be interviewing more people. All right, that's that.
Peace.
Let's get Red Robin.